Hello Marvel Rivals fans, hope you're doing well. Welcome to Monday. I've got a few videos to cover this week. Don't be worried about the background. I am losing all my stuff because it is about, well, it's in boxes and it's about to go to our new property, which is very exciting. Let's face it, it's been a fantastic week when it comes to just getting a bit of hype around Marvel Rivals. I really can't wait to get back into game. And I'm very much looking forward to Venom, which is going to be the focus point of this video. I'm going to talk about the leaked abilities and give a bit more information to this character that you may not know so far. One thing that I am finding is a lot of people that are part of the NetEase Marvel Rivals content creator program are getting a lot of kind of information in-house, like designs, they're getting those images, and also like information about the characters themselves or the heroes themselves when it comes to like abilities, what type of class they are, which is a little bit annoying as I'd like to do that myself. I have applied again for the content creator program to hopefully get that information, because it's really helpful, as then when it comes to creating these videos, I don't have to go around like speculation and stuff that I don't know. So as I said, fingers crossed, hopefully I can get in again. But in any case, we'll just go over the leaked abilities and also show up some footage that we've got so far. So we'll do the best that we possibly can. So biography standpoint, this is from the leaked abilities. Shout out to Miller Ross, who said that when Spider-Man rejected symbiotic alien that he had once believed to be a mere costume, because obviously the symbiote suit as we know it, and there's more that, of course, it's just like the backstory to it. Together, the symbiote and Eddie Brock became the lethal protector known as Venom. While displaced in time and fighting in the occult wars, Venom glimpsed the horrific future awaiting this timeline. To prevent that future from happening, Venom knows he has only two options: kill the Dark God Null, or imprison him on Clintar and take his throne. I'd love to see Null be a character that comes into game, and maybe they'll get that down the line. Because NetEase are doing such a great job with pairing these characters up, it is just great to see. The class that Venom will operate under will be a Vanguard. This will be a little bit different, and I love the fact that the builds of these characters are changing. So, a lot of people know Vanguard-based characters in Marvel Rivals operate a little bit like tanks, sort of. There is some kind of degree of separation, and I think we'll see these kind of class bending type characters come up from time to time. Will you be using Venom as a tank, similar to say like Hulk, or will you be solely using the character as a, well, kind of more aggressive type kind of a front end DPS type character, especially as this brawls around quite nicely with some of the abilities we're going to read on and find out more about. The character will have similarities and also nods to the Spider-Verse based characters. Alien biology, for example, press space to wall crawl, and while crawling, press the left mouse button to sprint, which is just going to look amazing, and it will be in some of the footage that you're going to see on screen as I rotate it through several times. The Dark Predation unleash tentacles forward to attack enemies. Look, we all know what that's going to be like, and it's going to be, hopefully, they are able to properly grab onto enemies. Similar, if you've seen my little shorts video, which showcases Hulk grabbing onto Iron Man and pinning him against the wall mid-air, that is something that I'm really excited to see more of, that little interaction. Frenzied Arrival. Dash to the target location from a certain height. Upon landing, damage nearby enemies, knocking them back towards the landing point. That is just going to mean for a great kind of similarity to like a Hulk smashing in some sort of regard. Not exactly, but I think you know what I mean with how he operates in this game. Cellular corrosion. Unleash tentacles to slow enemies within reach. Enemies unable to break free in time will suffer damage. That kind of goes into what we saw earlier, which is Dark Predation, unleash tentacles forward to attack enemies. Well, the cellular corrosion will keep them in place. If you pair that up with, decent team in action, this can be really effective. You know, if you're able to slow them down, then imagine you've got a Punisher or a DPS-based character on your team, or as well as a stun or sleep-based hero like Mantis, like several others. Keep them locked in place, keep them stunned, keep them sleeping, and also rain damage of fire down on them. But that's providing you've got a fire-based hero, but I think you get what I'm talking about. Venom swing, launch webbed forward, allowing for a singular swing in the desired direction. Wall crawling, wall swinging. It's symbiotic. It's Spider-Verse. I think we understand that. Symbiotic resilience generates bonus health whilst, again, against damage. The lower Venom's health, the greater the bonus health generated. I love that because it's very much symbiotic in the way that the character's been. If you've seen the movies, you know there's definite nods to that. Comic book based kind of abilities and coverage mean that it just like plays in nicely. You know, he's never down and out. Venom is never down and out. The symbiotes are never down and out. If you've seen the films, you know what I mean. If you've read the comic books, you know what I mean. It's not always the end for Venom. We are Venom. And we're able to do. I shouldn't do that. It's going to ruin my throat. But I love the little nod. I love the little references, and I'm really going to look forward to it. I think this is out of the two. It's the one I'm looking forward to the most. But we'll see. I could be pleasantly surprised by Adam Warlock, which we're covering in tomorrow's video. Feast of the Abyss. Now, I think this might be like the ultimate, possibly, or maybe the symbiotic resilience is the ultimate. Burrow underground for free movement after a duration or by pressing the left mouse button to devour the enemies above and generate bonus health. That may be it, but I think this is going to be just stand out unless there's something below. Well, let's read on. Let's find out some more details. Suggested combos: swiftly maneuver through the battlefield with Venom swinging, then seize the perfect moment to engage with frenzy arrival. Use corrosion to grab enemies, dealing massive damage over time, then finish them off with predatation. Okay, is that meant? It's sort of mentioned, I guess, in some of this. We'll have to go again. Like, it's always good to put this in action and see how it actually, how it actually kind of like plays out. Using his symbiotic enhanced body as the perfect living weapon, Eddie Brock and his alien allies stand ever ready to unleash vicious attacks upon anyone he deemed an enemy. Those ensnared by Venom's tentacles have no choice but to surrender to this insatiable predator. Look, I'm really excited by this. This to me seems like a high survivability, adaptive DPS style tank, in that you can see yourself taking a lot of damage, being the front end of gatekeeping enemies, but then doing your own level of high damage, which is going to be incredibly exciting. Pairing up with Spider-Man and Peni Parker is going to see this nice little combination. I'm still not so sold on the idea of linking up Spider-Man, but that level and also Peni Parker, but that kind of spring into what seems to be crazed symbiote, which you saw in the trailers, and I'll be running constantly throughout this video, just gives that, well, level of excitement, extra DPS, and also the ability that Spider-Man goes in with like an unstoppable force of symbiotes just kind of retroactively attacking enemies, which again is incredibly exciting. If that's 3 of your team, adding in something like Punisher, adding in Scarlet Witch, and even something like, I don't know, Hela, can really see like a great amount of DPS in a very short space of time. Would you be able to, like, I don't know if you're able to like Venom and Hulk together, have this kind of super tank? I don't know. There's lots of ideas of combinations, even with Groot and other things like that. Very exciting. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. What are your thoughts on what you've read, what you've seen? I'll put a link in the description to where you can go and check out some of those particular abilities. And we'll be covering Adam Warlock as well as some other topics going through to the end of the week. And so yeah, make sure to hit the subscribe button and let's push to 1,000 subscribers this month. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day and bye-bye.